Oh my goodness, I hope you can hear me now. I hope you're back on. I had a phone call from the garage and I think it's knocked my phone and microphone off. So let's try again. Please, I've got 5 people on, I believe. Please leave me a comment if you're on. Sorry about that. It was, are we all back? Val's there. Please let me know you can hear me. I'm going to switch over and hopefully you should now be able to hear me. So I've switched over to my phone and yeah, I think it was the phone call. I was thinking, it's not interrupted things, but yeah, we can get there. I don't need any more curveballs today. I'm having enough of those today. Right. Okay, let's get started. So we're on week 4 and this is the card that we're going to do. Oh, it's a bit dark. Hang on. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Oh, you can hear me. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Right. This is the card we're going to do because we have done some quite simple cards, different techniques for the first 3 weeks. So we are going to use the candy canes and we're going to do a little bit of cutting out with those. And these are on this piece of paper. There's a lot of them on there. This is what it's like on the other side. So they are all different colours. I do have a particular favourite one, this one, which I've used. And I'm going to use this one, I think. So we do have dies that match these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them out of the paper first. Like that. They're the 2 that I want to use. And I'm going to cut them out and I'm going to leave a little bit of space around the edge. Just a tiny little bit of space. Okay, so that's one there. They are quite easy to cut out. So did you miss us last week? So I was saying earlier, and I do apologise, actually, I'm just looking. I do apologise. I didn't have time. I'm not one for going and having my nails done and spending money on myself like that. But I do like to sort of have them done a bit for holiday. And I just ran out of time. I couldn't get in. I rang round to see if I could get in. No one could fit me in. So I just bought some nail varnish and did them myself. And of course, it's now all chipping off and my nails look particularly horrible, but I haven't had a chance to sort them out. Apologies for that. So I hope you saw that we're having to do paper crafts and piano on a Tuesday night for the time being. So we'll be on tonight. You'll have double dose of Julie today. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's how it is at the minute. Okay. I'm glad to hear your back's getting a bit better, Val. So let's open. I've just dived in and I've not even opened the card. You can tell I've been away and I'm out of sync with it all. Okay, so in your pack, I've got to listen out for the door as well because I've got a parcel coming today, apparently, according to Craig. You should have your white card base and a piece of pool party card there for the background. Now, if anyone's wanting to do their own, this piece of card is 9.5 by 13.8. Okay, I will just type that in the comments. Never too much of Julia. Okay, So you've got that. Then you've got a piece of white scrap. That's just for the 'tis the season. Then we have this lovely die cut from the Stylish Shapes, and it fits the word jolly on just superbly. Then obviously we've got our candy canes that I've cut out, and I saw it. Where's it gone? A piece of twine. Did I have one? I thought I'd had one. Oh yeah, it's there. A piece of twine. Now this is Sweet Sorbet from the In Colours, the new In Colours, and Sweet Sorbet are in the papers. It is one of the colours within the papers. Okay, so I don't even know where my trimmer is. Let's hope it's in this drawer. Oh, it is. Kel surprise, it's in the drawer where it should be. So I'm going to cut, this is the red stripey on one side and red, they're not spots, they're like little diamonds, but we're going to cut it to 9 by 13.3. And then that should fit nicely on our pool party background. I know, Wendy. Apologies for the technical issues earlier, but you can watch this again on YouTube. I will delete the original video. Actually, I will go and delete that. We do have, even though I've had to start again, I do have 17 people on, which is very lovely. Okay, so I've glued the paper on there, and the DSP, the paper, is 9 by 13.3 centimetres. I've just typed that in the comments. What we're going to do is I'm going to tie the twine around, but I'm only doing it the once. It's a little bit short at one side, but never mind. Oh, I hope the phone call from the garage was good news, because I just had it serviced in August. I can't really afford if it's going to be a bad MOT. So let's cut that down there, and let's get that in the middle like that. Yeah. So we've got our little bit of twine, and it's right up to the edge there. Okay, so what I've done here, oh look, my candy cane they go the other way. That's going to go over there, and it's actually going to go over the twine like that. Okay, so we're going to have them going like that, and we're going to glue them over it, because they will be a bit bumpy, but then the banner will sit over the top of them. So what you might want to do is just decide where you want your candy canes. Yeah. Do you want them crossed over? Do you want that one? I like the one with the pool party best, so I want that one to be sort of standing out a bit like that. Yeah. You might want to just make sure that they're okay. So I quite like them like that. So I'm going to leave them there. Well, Caroline, if you're working, it's very difficult to work in inches when your cardstock is metric. So the card I'm using is, it's A4 cut down, which is obviously metric. So it is quite difficult to use inches unless you're working with 12 by 12 sort of scrapbooking card. I'm just going to do those like that and hope for the best there. And that's going to go on there like that, you see? Some little candy canes. All right, so should we do a little bit of stamping? Right, so I'm going to use my scrap piece and take the stamp that says "'Tis the Season." Where is it? Found all the way. "'Tis the season to be." Right, now I'm going to give this a little clean because I don't know if it's clean. So let's give it a little clean. And I'm going to use some basic grey. Oh, that's good to know, Wendy, about the metric. I do think that, there we go, that's fine. I do think that I am a bit of like metric on some things. I am for cards. But then if I was going to look at a house and you told me the size of the rooms, I'd have much more of an idea if you told me it in feet than meters. So there we go. So I've stamped that there. We'll cut that out in a moment. And I'm going to stamp my jolly. Okay, so I'm going to do the grey bit first. I think, I can't work out which way did it best last time. We'll do the grey first. Just dropped a stamp. Right, you must remember. Let me find it now. Right, a stamp just dropped off and I don't know where that's gone, so I'm going to have to find it afterwards. Oh, it's all going wrong. It's not the best day, is it? You can tell I'm a bit out of practice. So I'm going to stamp the jolly in the grey because I got the grey ink pad open and it just fits on nice. There we go. Just fits on perfectly. Now, I have used Pool Party, but I do appreciate not everybody has that. So I'm going to do one with, I might try one with the garden green and see what they look like. Yeah, because I do think it's nice to try them in different colours. So we'll grab the garden green. It's very juicy, this one. I'm just going to have a, oof, it's very juicy. So I'm going to do the garden green. Oh, I can't see where I'm doing it. Oh, man. Right, I'm just going to go for it. Oh, oh, oof. That's actually okay, Julie. It's very dark, mine. I just thought I'd do it a bit different. And that will sit over there like that. All right. Now what we're going to do, for those fussy cutting fans, you will love this. For those who don't like fussy cutting, you will absolutely hate this. But what we're going to do is I'm going to cut round this word, phrase, not word because it's more than one word. This phrase, leave a little bit of a white space. Let's get rid of that we don't need. But you don't have to go to, it's a handmade card. So I'm just following the sort of letters, the curves of the letters. Anyway, it's time. You know, it's time to talk. The thing we love to talk about, well, some of us do, Strictly. So, Strictly fans, did we watch? Oh, do you know, I just kept saying, oh, this programme, it's so good it's back. So good it's back. So if you're a fan of Strictly, let me know your favourite performance from the other evening in the comments. And for those of you who don't know, I used to do ballroom and Latin dancing. I am a bit of a Strictly super fan. I was on It Takes Two a few years ago on a super fan quiz. And I did get to go to the final a few years ago. So I am a bit of a Strictly, I'm not going to say expert, but you know, I'd like to think I am. But anyway, and if you're watching from the US, it's Dancing with the Stars to you, but it started off in the UK as Strictly Come Dancing. Okay, that wire is a little bit annoying, isn't it? It's on camera. Charging my laptop up. Okay. Will Mellor and Hamza. Do you know what? Hamza, I didn't know him. I've never heard of him. And he did a foxtrot. Now, for those of you who don't know, foxtrot is the Rolls Royce of the ballroom dances. It's the hardest one for technique, and especially for a man. Especially for a man. It's all toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel, and weaves and feather steps and 3 steps and 5. And the timing of it, it's so hard. And he did such a gentle, light, and sincere foxtrot. It was absolutely superb. Right, I'm going to glue this on. So yeah, Hamza. Well, mine have been going for years, Caroline, and I've never had to sharpen them. They are the best scissors. Yeah, it's the 20th one, isn't it? Yeah. I believe it started in 2004, but there were 2 series that year because it started in May, and they did another one at the end of the year. But yeah, you know it's autumn when Strictly's on, but I just love it so much. So let's get a few foam pads and add those to the back of here. I'm going to use the small ones because I need to pop it because the twine's there. So I'm going to use the small ones and put them quite far up to the edge. Like that. Can you see? So the twine can go through the middle. Just don't cut. All I would say is I keep a pair in theory for ribbon, but don't cut anything that's had glue on it when you're cutting because that does sticky them up, and that's when they start to fail you a bit. But you can get that stuff to take the sticky stuff remover. So that just sits beautifully there, and your little twine will sit in that little flagged end. Yeah, like that. Oh, thanks, Kelly, for your comment. That's lovely of you. So for those who know me personally, my son went to Australia on Sunday. I had a very emotional day. Got up early to go, got up at 3:45 to go over to Manchester Airport to see him off. He's in Sydney at the minute with his friend, and he's got a visa for a year. So yeah, it's hard, it's tough. It's been a big month this month. There we go. I finished that one. So I've got one that I originally designed with the pool party, and one that I've now done today with the garden green. And that's going to be perfect for me to put on social media tonight, and I can ask people which is their favourite. Do they prefer the pool party or the garden green? Brilliant. It's 11 o'clock. So we managed to get back on and do the card before 11. Now, just another reminder, sorry to nag you, but not next week, today is the last day for booking for this. I'm putting the order in this evening after Paper Crafts and Piano, so that'll be going in today so that I can get those out next Tuesday for you. And Paper Crafts and Piano is on tonight. I do hope you can join us. Did you see these lovely cards that I shared last week on Paper Crafts and Piano? Thank you to Val and Wendy for holding the fort there. They were the cards, and look at those lovely pearlized. Now that they've dried, can you see them? They just look so good. Yeah, I don't think I'll be going to see him at the moment. Caroline can't manage the spenders to get there. Okay, so next week is the last week of this round, and I usually do a card that's a bit fancier. And this one almost saw me off because I had to prep so many bits for the card, for those who don't have the caravans and stuff. But next week, we are going to be doing this card. Now, if you love this card and you didn't get the caravan dies, then have a look at my Tremendous Trees class. I've got an online version and an in-person version on the 6th of November. I'm doing one class a month on a Sunday afternoon. So, but we're going to be doing this at Coffee and Card next week, and I've cut most of the bits out for you. Now, I do ask if you've got a black felt tip pen that you could bring that next week. That would be very, very helpful. So there are the cards. Oh, I've just gone and undone the bow on one. Oh man, I've got to redo that before I take a photo of it for tonight. Uh-oh. Right, we'll sort that. So there are the cards. I'd love to know which colour you prefer, the pool party or the garden green. Sending papers, I'm not sure which ones you mean, Caroline. Do you mean the parcel in the post? I'm having a little break from it at the minute because it's been very, very quiet on. I've not been getting very many orders at all. So I'm having a little break from it at the minute. I did a little Q&A on my VIP group. Right, I'm going to have to go because Naughty Julie has got to go on a driver's awareness course at 11:15. So I'll have to go, but I will see you tonight for Paper Crafts and Piano. Please do join us. I know it's going to be different being on a Tuesday, but please do join us. I think I prefer the pool party. Please do join us this evening. We're looking forward to seeing you. And thank you. Oh, hang on. Please do join us this evening. Thank you for bearing with us. Thank you for being with me this morning with the tech stuff, and I will see you tonight, hopefully. Yep, we'll see you later. Bye.